Okay,
Cool.
so we've got the recording going. Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be with the Gray Owl community this morning. I've been doing some of these Zoom sessions with various groups because we're all facing so much uncertainty right now. A few months ago, if somebody would have told us that everything was going to be shut down and our circle was going to be so small, every sporting event was going to be canceled, big events, small events were just not going to happen. I mean, we just really wouldn't have even believed it. But yet, here we are in the situation all together, and it's so important to stay healthy and emotionally balanced during this time. So I'm a life coach, and I use energy therapy techniques with my clients, and a lot of it is centered on reducing stress and anxiety and really calming the nervous system. So I'm really happy to be able to share with those of you that are new to EFT tapping, that tool that's been so powerful in reducing stress, calming the body so that you can think more clearly, so that you have more positive energy freed up to focus on, you know, what needs to be done during this time, and also remaining calm for all of those around you. So some of you may have done tapping before, but for those that haven't, we're going to go through a very quick tutorial. And so EFT is kind of like psychological acupuncture. We're actually going to be stimulating the acupressure points in your body, and that kind of hacks into the limbic portion of our brain, which allows our energy systems to open up and relax. And we're actually going to be tapping on things that sound kind of negative. And excuse me. And some people get concerned about that because they're worried about, well, I need to stay positive. I need to have these positive affirmations, and I want to avoid the negative. But what we're actually doing is instructing our subconscious mind to let go of the emotional attachments that we have to these negative things that we're feeling, the things that are causing us stress. So I don't want anyone to be concerned that we're putting bad information in. We're actually allowing ourselves to release it. So we'll move through the tapping, and then we'll finish with a heart math exercise, allowing ourselves to connect with the higher frequencies of love and vibrant health before we end. So before we get going, I'd like everybody to think about how these events that are going on globally are affecting you. I want you to think about how high that level is, 1 to 10, just kind of give yourself a rating. And also, are you feeling it in your body anywhere? People feel tension in all different areas, their neck, they could have tight shoulders, they could have, stomach aches. When we're in a lot of stress, sometimes our digestive system isn't working, our immune system isn't working as well. So very important to address these things. So everybody, I just want you to kind of tune into you personally and just kind of judge where you are now, so that at the end of this, we're going to check back in to see if we have some improvement. Okay, so going over the tapping procedure. If you haven't done this before, it might look kind of strange, kind of crazy, but I've done work with hundreds of clients on this, and I can assure you it's very, very effective. So the first thing we're going to do is tap on the side of our hands. And Ariella, if you can go ahead and do this with me, we'll be using all 3 or 4 fingers to tap on the side of the hand. And then the other points are at the top of our head, the crown of our head. Ariella, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead, so we have a good visual for everybody. And you can use one hand on any of these points, or 2 hands. I like to use 2 when I do these points. The second point is right on the base of the eyebrow, where it starts on the bone. The next point is on the side of the eye, which is also on the bone. Under the eye, which is actually on the bone. If you feel that bone there, there's a divot right there. And obviously, if you're doing tapping after this on your own, after you've gone out to get your groceries,
wash your hands.
because we are touching our face. Okay, next one is under the nose, right above the lip. The next one is on the chin. The next one is, they call it the collarbone point, but it's actually a little bit below that. If you go to your collarbone and go down about an inch, there's a soft indent there on your chest area. That's the K27 points, major energy meridians cross there. So sometimes just tapping on this point feels really good. And then the last point is under the arm, on the ribs, and it would be about where the base of the bra strap is for women. Okay, so those are the only points. Once we get going, if you're not on the same point as that we are, it's fine. If there's a point that feels particularly good and you want to stay there longer, that's fine to do too. It's very difficult to do this wrong, but I just encourage you to keep tapping.
And Kelly, one quick question. So when we're doing under the arm, we can crisscross our arms and tap opposite sides, right?
Absolutely. If that feels good to you. I find that to be a little awkward feeling myself, but yes, absolutely. And if somebody just wanted to do one hand, it works. It's equally effective. Okay, so I'm going to ask Ariella to echo the statements that I'm saying, and I'd like you, everybody else is on mute, so go ahead and say it out loud if you can. If you're not in an area where you can speak out loud, you can certainly say it in your head. I think it's a little more powerful though if we speak it out loud. Okay, we're only going to be using the side of the hand points to do kind of a summary type thing, a setup statements of what we're going to be doing. Then we're going to go to these other tapping points and we're going to stay on them. And I usually switch tapping points after each phrase. But again, if that doesn't feel good to you, do what your preference is. Even though there's all this fear and uncertainty.
Even though there's all this fear and uncertainty.
And I don't know when all this will end.
And I don't know when all this will end.
I'm choosing to relax.
I'm choosing to relax.
And accept the feelings that I have.
And accept the feelings that I have.
Even though there's all this stress and tension.
Even though there's all this stress and tension.
And I'm feeling this tension in my body.
And I'm feeling this tension in my body.
I'm choosing to relax.
I'm choosing to relax.
And accept all these feelings.
And accept all these feelings.
Even though there's a lot of chaos and panic out there.
Even though there's a lot of chaos and panic out there.
And I'm feeling some of these things within me.
And I'm feeling some of these things within me.
And I'm certainly seeing it all around me.
And I'm certainly seeing it all around me.
I'm choosing to remain calm.
I'm choosing to remain calm.
And accept how I'm feeling about these things.
And accept how I'm feeling about these things.
And allow others to have their feelings about this as well.
And allow others to have their feelings about this as well.
Okay, we're going to go up to the main points now. All of this fear.
All of this fear.
All of this stress and tension.
All of this stress and tension.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Just the word pandemic is scary.
Just the word pandemic is scary.
What if I get sick?
What if I get sick?
What if my family members get sick?
What if my family members get sick?
Some of my family members live in a different state.
Some of my family members live in a different state.
How will I be able to help them?
How will I be able to help them?
Some of us have aging parents.
Some of us have aging parents.
There's a lot of vulnerable people out there.
There's a lot of vulnerable people out there.
People that can't look after themselves.
People that can't look after themselves.
There's people that are confined to close quarters.
There's people that are confined to close quarters.
And I'm concerned for all of these people.
And I'm concerned for all of these people.
The healthcare system could become overwhelmed.
The healthcare system could become overwhelmed.
And I'm concerned for all of those people that are working in the healthcare system.
And I'm concerned for all of those people that are working in the healthcare system.
How can I keep myself healthy?
How can I keep myself healthy?
How will I be able to cope with all of this?
How will I be able to cope with all this?
I'm hearing such mixed information.
I'm hearing such mixed information.
Things are changing so quickly.
Things are changing so quickly.
How can I even know what's true?
How can I even know what's true?
I'm going to have to go out for supplies.
I'm going to have to go out for supplies.
But supplies have been low.
But supplies have been low.
I've seen empty shelves.
I've seen empty shelves.
I may not be able to get what I want or need.
I may not be able to get what I want or need.
And if I have to go out,
and if I have to go out,
I could be exposed.
I could be exposed.
I have to be so careful.
Have to be so careful.
Even if I order in, I'm supposed to be careful of the packaging.
Even if I order in, I'm supposed to be careful of the packaging.
This is all so scary.
This is all so scary.
There's so much uncertainty.
There's so much uncertainty.
I had plans.
I had plans.
And now everything has changed.
And now everything has changed.
When will this end?
When will this end?
When will we ever get back to normal?
When will we ever get back to normal?
When will I feel safe again?
When will I feel safe again?
There's so much disappointment.
There's so much disappointment.
I'm missing out on things.
I'm missing out on things.
Some of us are missing weddings.
Some of us are missing weddings.
Some of us will miss graduations.
Some of us will miss graduations.
Some are missing vacations that we planned for a long time.
Some of us are missing vacations that we've planned for a long time.
Some of us are missing being together with family members.
Some of us are missing being together with family members.
Some of us are feeling very isolated.
Some of us are feeling very isolated.
All this social distancing.
All this social distancing.
And all this physical distancing.
And all this physical distancing.
And some of us are feeling smothered.
And some of us are.
We've got too many people occupying our space.
We've got too many people occupying our space.
And the kids are home from school.
The kids are home from school.
And I have to get really creative to come up with ways to entertain them.
And I have to get really creative with ways to entertain them.
Some of us are feeling financial hardship.
Some of us are feeling financial hardship.
Losing jobs or having our hours decreased.
Losing jobs or having our hours decreased.
Investments are down.
Investments are down.
The economy is shrinking.
The economy is shrinking.
We are in a state of contraction.
We are in a state of contraction.
And this contraction does not feel good.
And this contraction does not feel good.
Maybe I can choose to disengage.
Maybe I can choose to disengage.
Maybe I can unplug from this panic and chaos.
Maybe I can unplug from this panic and chaos.
Maybe I can allow my body to relax.
Maybe I can allow my body to relax.
Maybe I can find the opportunity here.
Maybe I can find the opportunity here.
I have time to do things that I never made time for before.
I have time to do things that I never made time for before.
I can choose to go within.
I can choose to go within.
I can choose to use this time as a reset.
I can choose to use this time as a reset.
To explore my creativity.
To explore my creativity.
I could use this time to learn a new skill.
I can use this time to learn a new skill.
And begin to improve myself.
And begin to improve myself.
This could be a special time for my family.
This could be a special time for my family.
A time to draw closer.
A time to draw closer.
A time for rebalancing and reprioritizing.
A time for rebalancing and reprioritizing.
I have many things for which to be grateful.
I have many things for which to be grateful.
I have a place to shelter in place.
I have a place to shelter in place.
I have this wonderful technology so I can actually see people.
I have this wonderful technology so I can actually see people.
And I have a support system through Gray Owl.
And I have a support system through Gray Owl.
I can even do my yoga classes online.
I can even do my yoga classes online.
Because it's important for me to stay moving and stay active.
Because it's important for me to stay moving and stay active.
I am beginning to feel the calm in my body.
I'm beginning to feel the calm in my body.
I am becoming lighter.
I am becoming lighter.
I am choosing peace.
I am choosing peace.
Maybe I can be the beacon of light for others.
Maybe I can be the beacon of light for others.
A light in the eye of the storm.
A light in the eye of the storm.
And I can choose to focus on all of the positives.
And I can choose to focus on all of the positives.
There are a lot of people showing compassion right now.
There are a lot of people showing compassion right now.
And there will be good things that come from this.
And there will be good things that come from this.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
And the expansion will feel so good.
And the expansion will feel so good.
Feeling calm and centered in my body.
Feeling calm and centered in my body.
Okay, let's go ahead and put your hands in your lap, upright, and take a deep breath in. And just feeling your energy and noticing any changes. Tuning into any parts of your body where there was tension. Noticing if that tension is still there, if it has changed at all. Now we're going to move into a heart math exercise. And you can keep your hands upright in your lap. Close your eyes. If it feels good to you, you can put your hands over your heart center to bring more focus there. And if the tapping felt really good for you, you can even continue to tap through this as well. But I want you to bring your attention completely to your heart center. Imagining that your nose is in the center of your chest. Begin to slow down your breathing And see if you can breathe in for maybe about 4 counts, breathing out for about the count of 6. This helps us to engage our parasympathetic nervous system, bringing even more calm into your body. Continuing to breathe and imagine that your nose is on your chest. Feeling completely connected with your heart center. And now I want you to bring to mind someone, a person that you love that represents love, or a pet that you love, a place that brings you to a state of joy and well-being. Any of those things that you can connect to now, I want you to imagine those things with all of your senses so that you can bring this sense of love, calm, peace, joy, any of these positive informations into your body now. Notice the lightness as you continue to breathe in and out of your heart center. And we're going to see this lightness expanding in our body, where it affects every cell and every strand of DNA with the new upgraded frequency of love and joy. As you feel it in every cell of your body, begin to see it extending beyond your body, 360 degrees, all around you. Noticing if there's any other colors associated with this heightened sense of well-being. Seeing your energy projecting out into the world, to the others within this group, to anyone that's struggling right now with what's going on in the world, to all the healthcare workers that may be feeling fatigued or concerned for their own health. Really getting a sense of what this new frequency feels like in your body so that you can bring it in should you need to in the coming days. And returning to your body, feeling your body on the chair and your feet on the floor, wiggling your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Is that Luna's ear I see there?
She was like pawing at me during it. I'm like, okay, you're just gonna come.
Maybe you were radiating all of that good energy. Hi,
Yeah.
Luna.
I summoned it with my love and positivity.
Yeah. Okay, so before we sign off, I know we were going to keep this to 30 minutes. I just want everybody to do a check-in. And, if you gave yourself a 1 to 10 rating on where your stress level was before with your concerns, I want you to check in now and see if that's different. How about you, Ariella?
I feel better. But it was also really nice to see everybody, even if it was just virtually. So the connection was nice, but I definitely felt, as I always do when I do tapping with you, yeah. And I feel it, for me, it's been in my chest since last week. So that's normally where I feel this kind of stress and anxiety. So it feels better.
Yeah, and I would encourage everyone, if you do feel like that, because there will be new aspects to this. There will be new numbers that we hear that are going to cause us to feel stress. I mean, we could have seasonal allergies and get scared. You know, all of that could be ahead of us. So I encourage you to use the tapping, and that heart-centered breathing is really a good way to calm yourself. Even if you just do it for 5 minutes, it makes such a difference. And Ariella, maybe you can share my information to my website in case anybody wants to reach out. I'd be happy to speak with anyone about your specific concerns, should you want to do that. So thank you so much for setting this up. It was really great to touch base with you and others.
Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully this helped a little. And we'll be having some other events too. There's a family yoga this coming week. We have our book club tomorrow night. There's some live streaming classes as well, but we're trying to have some free events for people just to stay connected. And yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing somewhat well and staying healthy. So thank you for joining.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.